practice video for Boreas by Todd Parrish, the first violin part. So we're going to start on your entrance in measure 5, note the key signature, no sharps or flats. We're going to kind of take this chunk by chunk. So at the beginning here, coming in after this eighth rest, you want to be in the lower half of the bow. A lot of these eighth notes are going to be bounced or have a more of a spiccato sound and feel to them. So we're going to take this under tempo. We're just learning notes here. I'm going to go from 5 up through 17. Watch your low 2s. Here we go. Ready, and 1. So you notice I tried to stay in the lower part of the bow the whole time for kind of a heavier feel. All right, moving on to measure 21. Just careful counting on your half note. Don't rush through this. And we're going to go up to 33. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sorry for that 28. I had a mind blank for a second and I started too low in the bow, if you noticed that. So that up bow, I was like, oh, we gotta be in the lower half again. No, you can start that because you need 2 beats to get that D back to the frog. Okay, so now at 33, lots and lots of bow lifts. So it starts off, as you can see, a down bow in each of those quarters, SIM, simile for the whole rest of that line. So keep this, again, lower half, quick little circles, little retakes, divisi. So I'm going to just play the top notes right now. Here we go. So grabbing the string before you pull, make sure you're doing a nice lift bow technique. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, and now we're at 41, coming in on the and of beat 3, so careful counting. And again, we're going to be in the lower half of the bow. A little lighter, though. This is piano. And we'll pause when we get to 49 at the key change. All right, so here's 41. 1, 2, 3. Give me a nice crescendo, nice swell at the end of that F natural. And I didn't mention before, but again, similarly in the bowing, you're going to start each of those 3 eighth note patterns on an up bow, so a little bit of a retake. So just, again, keeping it in the lower half of the bow. All right, so now we're at 49 with a key change to F sharp and C sharp, key of D, starting on a nice accented half note. We're going to go to 3rd position at the end of this line, at the end of the page, to a 2 on the E string. And then at the top of page 2, measure 53, doing those triplets in 3rd position just for that first group of 3. Then you're going to shift down in the 2nd group of 3 and continue on there. Then a little shift back up for the scale at the end of that line as we go into the next key change at 57. CM deal, then 1st position all the way through until we get the last scales going down at 65. So I'm going to start at 49 and go up through 69. And again, a little bit slower just to catch the triplets and to catch the shifting. Again, careful with your key changes here. So 49, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so a lot of stuff happening in that little section there. Again, mostly watching your key signature, what's low, what's not. Starting that triplet in 61, my finger fell off the string. So a little bit of string crossing, make sure your hand is set. And then this will be the challenge to get up to speed, especially when you get to the triplets. So take some time, make sure you're practicing that nice and slow, get it accurate, and then increase the speed. All right, 73 is pretty self-explanatory. At 77, that's the harmonic on the A string. So you're just holding that for those whole notes. Stagger your bow if you run out, just keep it in the upper half so it's soft. And now the last part of this page, after 81, you're going to come in on those A's, and this will be spiccato, so bounce it. Getting louder. Louder yet. And now at 89, we're going to go into 16th note. So that slash, again, meaning play 2 of every note. Obviously, when you're learning this, just learn the single notes first, and then you can add the doubles in. But to play along and to practice along with me, let's try it with the doubles. So 89, under tempo, let's go about 1 E and a 2 E and a ready, and... rest. And so on through there. Be careful when you hit 101, look up at me. Excuse me, when I'm conducting, and make sure you're counting. It's a very easy thing to do is to play that too fast because you're doing all those fast 16th notes. Take a big breath during that quarter rest and you should be fine.